William Shakespeare is widely regarded as the greatest playwright in the world. His plays have been translated into every major living language and are performed more often than those of any other playwright. Shakespeare's work covers the entire range of human emotions, from comedy to tragedy. Portia of Belmont is an heiress. Before her father died, he prepared a will with a few conditions for Portia's marriage. This was to make sure that only a man who loved Portia for who she was and not for her wealth would marry her. According to the will, there were three caskets, one of gold, one of silver, and the other one of lead, which had inscriptions on them. One of the casket had Portia's portrait. The person who chooses the casket with Portia's portrait is only eligible for marrying her. And before choosing the casket from among the three caskets, the participants who are willing to marry her had to take an oath that if they choose the wrong casket, they should never marry in life and should leave Belmont. This challenge was not only a test for wisdom but also of character. It ensured that only the best man would marry Portia. Trumpets blow. There comes the Prince of Morocco, a dark skinned man dressed in white clothes. Behind him there were a few followers of him following him. Don't dislike me because of my color. I have shadow colored skin because of the burning sun in Africa, where I grew up. My face has frightened brave men, and that is the reason why many of the best women in Morocco have fallen in love with me. I would not change this who for anything except to steal your thoughts, my gentle queen.
When it comes to choosing a husband, I care about more than just looks. But my destiny is to be decided by a game of chance or lottery. So I cannot choose for myself. If my father had not taken away my right of choosing my husband, then you would have had just as much chance of marrying me as an other potential suitor.
Even for that, I thank thou, and I make a promise on the sword with which I killed the Shah of Persia and another Persian prince, and with which I won three battles against the Turkish Sultan Suleiman. I swear to stare down the sternest eyes in the world, be braver than the most daring man on earth, steal bear cubs from their mother, and even mock a roaring lion, all to win thou.
I warn you that you either must not attempt the task at all or promise that if you choose the wrong casket, you should never speak to me about marriage again. Nerissa, go and draw aside the curtains and show the three caskets to this noble prince. Now, choose one of the caskets from among these three caskets, prince.
What is this inscription on the gold casket? Let me read it. Who chooseth me shall gain what many men desire. What inscription does this silver casket have on it? Let me read it. Who chooseth me shall get as much as he deserves. This lead casket looks dull. Let's see what is written on it. Who chooseth me must give and hazard all he hath. But how shall I know if I do choose the right casket?
One of the caskets contains my portrait. If you choose the casket containing my portrait, then I shall marry you.
What does this lead cascade say? Who chooseth me must give and hazard all he hath. If I were to risk anything, I would do so only for a big reward. A golden mind does not bend down to choose what is worthless. I will not risk anything for mere lead. He then reads the inscription on silver casket. Who chooseth me shall get as much as he deserves. I deserve a quiet bit, but quiet may not be enough to win over Portia. I deserve Portia because of my noble birth, wealth, good graces, and most of all, the love I have for Portia. Let's once more see what this gold casket says. Who chooseth me shall gain what many men desire. Portia is the money who desired by the entire world. So, princess, I choose the gold casket. Give me the key for the gold casket.
There, take it, prince, and if my form lie there, then I am yours.
The Prince of Morocco opens the gold casket. After opening the casket, he reads the inscription on the gold casket. All that glisters is not gold. Golden tomes contain nothing but worms. If you had been as wise as you were bold, with the strength of youth in your body, but the good judgment of old age in your mind, you would not have chosen this casket. Your attempt to win Portia is unsuccessful. Prince of Morocco is now feeling very sad. Goodbye, Portia. Now comes the Prince of Aragon.
Quick, quick, draw the curtain straight. The Prince of Aragon is coming to for the election presently. Prince Aragon, you should choose one casket among these three caskets. If you choose the casket with my portrait, you can marry me. And if you choose the wrong casket, you should never marry in life and leave Belmont.
I agree to the conditions and swear that I will never tell anyone which casket I have chosen, and I will never again try to win a woman's hand in marriage if I choose the wrong casket. And lastly, I will leave you and Belmont immediately if I fail in choosing the correct casket.
The Prince of Aragon reads the inscriptions on the lead casket.
This casket needs to look better before I can risk everything for it.
The Prince of Aragon reads the inscription on the golden casket.
Many may refer to the majority fools who choose things on the basis of appearance alone. I will not choose that which many desire. I don't want to join in with the common uncivilized masses.
The Prince of Aragon reads the inscription on the silver casket.
Anyone cannot cheat fate and earn good fortune if they don't deserve it. No one should claim dignity and worth that do not truly belong to them. I wish that property, rank, official positions, and other honors are earned only by merit and not by corruption. So I choose the silver casket. Princess, please give me the key to the silver casket.
The Prince of Aragon opens the silver casket. There was a foolish looking person holding a message for him to read.
Did I deserve no more than a fool's head?
The silver chest was made and tested by fire 7 times. The kind of judgment that never chooses wrongly can withstand as many tests. There are some vain people who kiss their own reflection in the mirror. Such people experience only a shadow of joy. There are fools out there with silver hair as well as silver money. This choice of the silver casket is as foolish as they are. Aragon is disappointed.
I came with a foolish head on my shoulder and live now with two. Goodbye, Portia. Princess, a young man from Venice has come and informed me that his master is approaching. He brought kind greetings, and in addition to niceties and courteous manners, valuable gifts. Princess, I have not seen a suitor as likely to succeed as this one. A day in April never came so sweet to show how costly summer was at hand, as this force comes before his lord.
I am worried that you will tell me that the suitor is your cousin since you are praising him so much. Nerissa, go and see this messenger of Cupid with him. I hope that it is Bassanio who had come to win over Portia.
Enters Bassanio and Graciano.
I want you to take your time and wait a day or two because if you choose wrong, I will lose you. I would like to keep you with me for a couple of months before you can make your choice. I could tell you what the right casket is, but I have sworn not to. You may choose the wrong casket, and if you really choose the wrong casket, I wish that I had sinned and broken my oath. I know that I am talking too much, but I am doing that to make time last longer to stay you for election.
Let me choose, for as I am, I live upon the rack.
Okay then, if you truly love me, you will find the casket in which my picture is present. Nerissa and the rest stand all aloof. Let music sound while he do make his choice. Then If he loses, he will at least have a swan like end dying with a song. That the comparison may stand more proper, my eye shall be the stream and watery death bed for him.
Bassanio looks at the casket and begins to think.
The appearance of these caskets may be deceptive. The whole world is tricked by fancy appearances. In a court of law, an argument, however corrupt, when presented with skill and elegance, can disguise that very corruption. Similarly, every immoral thing has the appearance of goodness. Many cowards with disloyal hearts have the appearance of Hercules or Mars, the god of war, even though they are easily frightened. Even beauty can be purchased by weight in the form of cosmetics, which work miracles on nature, making women that way beautiful. Appearances are like an inviting shore leading to a dangerous ocean. In short, appearances can be tricky and deceive even the wisest. So I decide that I will have nothing to do with the gold, the solid metal that Midas could not eat, nor I will have anything to do with silver, the pale metal that people pass between themselves as currency. So I decide to choose the humble lead. Though it looks too threatening to promise me anything good, I choose the lead casket because the plainness of the lead casket moves me more than eloquence.
Portia is overjoyed.
How all other passions fleet to aid as doubtful thoughts and rash embract despair and the shuddering fear and green-eyed jealousy. I have to calm down and make my love and joy less intense. I must be less joyous or I might get evil by the excess of happiness.
Bassanio opens the lead casket.
What find I here? Fair Portia's counterfeit? I wonder what godly artist captured her image so close to real life. My praise wrongs the portrait, as my words fall short of describing its beauty, just as the portrait falls short of the person it depicts.
Bassanio finds the message in the casket, which summarizes his fortune. You who don't judge by looks alone, have better like and make the right choice. Since the prize is yours, be content and do not seek anything more. If this pleases you and if you are happy with your fortune, turn to your lady and claim her with a loving kiss.
I feel as though I am someone who has competed for a prize, and I think that everyone's applause and shouts are for my success. But I am not quite sure whether those peals of praise are for me or not, because I am stunned by the victory. I am not sure whether what I am seeing is true unless it is confirmed and signed by Thor.
I wish I were 20 times better than myself, but for you, I would wish that I were 1,000 times beautiful than myself and 10,000 times richer. I wish that I could be infinitely good in virtue, beauty, wealth, and friendship only, so you would think highly of me. But the full sum of me is sum of something which to term in gross is an unpracticed girl, unschooled, unpracticed. But I am fortunate that I am not too old to learn. Myself and what is mine to you and yours is converted. I give them with this ring, which when you part from, lose, or give away, let it presage the ruin of your love and be my vantage to exclaim on you.
Madam, you have bereft me of all words. Only my blood speaks to you in my veins. I am confused, as a buzzing crowd is after listening to a brilliant speech by their beloved prince. Everything seems to blend together in unexpressed and expressed joy. But the day when I take this ring off will be the day I die. If thou see me without the ring, then be bold to say Bassanio's dead.
My lord and lady, it is time for the people who have stood by and watched their dreams come true to wish them joy.